And I would like to throw a completely different term at you, Simon. But I would say it's not even about imparting, because for me, imparting, again, is giving to somebody. It's actually about facilitating their learning. So you kind of meet them where they're at and then give them enough information that connects with things that they're interested in, or connects with a story they already know, or connects with an emotion, or is engaging in a way that meets their learning styles, that then brings alive that subject. Because realistically, people can, from e-learning, so e-learning and what you're developing and what we've developed with you, I would say are very, very different. E-learning, in my opinion, is generally quite static, and there's little engagement, whereas with the blended learning, particularly with the addition of the live sessions, it's still very much interactive. But the evidence behind e-learning shows that people can engage in e-learning and watch the information, be taught it, have, exactly as you've said, information read out to them, and not have to interact in it, and they can take away and retain as little as 8% of that information. 8%, it might as well have not turned up. Whereas if you add that interactivity into it, and if you meet different learning styles in a variety of different ways, then you can help people retain up to 80%. And that's what we want. That's what you want. That's what we want. And that's certainly what the person that's given up minutes or hours or days of their life that they're never going to get back.
There's no reverse clock, right?
There really isn't. Time is our biggest resource, but also money as well. Not much comes for free these days. So if somebody's engaging, if somebody's signed up for our trainer program, and bearing in mind they have to go through an application process and such like, we want at the end them to be absolutely brimming and overflowing with information that they can do something with. If not, they've already done something with it as they've created the course, as they've gone through. And I think that's what your portal allowed us to do, bring it alive in that way. And, I know there were a couple of times where we were kind of laughing at each other when I was saying things like, and we must have all of the transcripts of the videos. And you're like, what? Why? And I'm like, well, if we're looking at learning styles, and some people might want, and you're like, yeah, okay. So it is about all of considering how people learn, and then bringing that alive in an online way as well.